7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go. 180! Watch the screen!
On 1st down, Coleman. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's got some space here. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 73 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo now completes it to Samuel. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out, clutch, I never switch, I never switch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. Yellow. I go little lady. Watch the run.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes now on first down. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelce on the grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Mahomes to throw once more. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the The 30, the 20, 10, and it's a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Going up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And going, and that's caught inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights in it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaw Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins by. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 76 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson, rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The throw over the middle taken in. The 40. The 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, it's Johnson. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they look very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
He's going to look deep, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rage went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rock.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Might have put a screen soon.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check. Lucky. Check. Check out.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made by Ronnie Johnson. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 44.
From the 44, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 56 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson off play action. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Now Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stills the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
23 yards on the play. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
He got 29 yards that time. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Mike, 55. Check. 3-6. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Let him go.
Throwing on third down, Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This will be taken about the 12.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On 1st down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there, 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So now Watson to throw on 3rd down. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to air one out. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Now
a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Back now in Houston. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller 67 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. On first down, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, check 24. Kill. 24. Kill. Turn it.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 41 to right. 45. Exit. Right 41.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Watson on first down. Steps away. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. To throw is Watson, and that is incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
On fourth down, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. And at the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Here's Watson, out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. 30, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
41 Mike, 41 Mike, right 31.
Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
Watch the twist. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Bradley Roby there defensively. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This from long, very long range. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
We got this.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now Watson, his first throw of OT. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
One set. I got you. Check 59. Check 55 to right.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Watson now to throw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll run it again with Miller. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Watson, off play action, sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen,